Alright, so this week I really focused on only two things because I ran a blood drive this week, and then I also have districts coming up for speech. So I knew that I'd be overwhelmed with my outside life, so I kind of made my plan to fit what I needed to do. So this week I looked at two things. I not only read my book, but I also examined a short story, and it's called Orientation, and it's by Dan Orozco. And then I also read an article from The Economist. Now, when I read the short story, I was really surprised about the role of capitalism within it, and likewise the role of capitalism within the article. And holistically, as I was working on my project, things I realized this week about my theme, capitalism, was that in a lot of literature, it's regarded as almost something that is wrong. It's a lot of the characters actually see it negatively, but in the same instance, they don't see communism positively. So whatever the financial setting of the story is, it's the main conflict. So what I'm really getting thus far is that capitalism is a conflict within books. So within the story, The Jungle, I'm seeing already as the characters, those immigrants, they begin to try to make, to work and, try to gain wealth, and they're fighting against so much. And this is ultimately the capitalistic idea of a society. As they're trying to rise up, they're dealing with so many other problems in the same instance. So I really realized that the capitalism there is ultimately a theme, and the author really uses that to his advantage. Upton Sinclair does a really great job to make finances the central point in the story and to really bring out how hard immigrants had to struggle to achieve that American dream. And then similarly in the Orientation by Dan Orozco, that short story just really looks at how how people, whenever they walk into a job, they don't realize how overbearing a company is. And in fact, it really is. And a lot of times a company chooses certain policies simply because it benefits them. And that's ultimately what the idea of capitalism is. And I'm seeing that that's an idea that has a lot of conflict. In the article, which was from The Economist, it talked about how capitalism is changing in our world today, and how there's different types of capitalism, and how nations are becoming more capitalistic because of themes of greed and other ideas like that. So I'm really interested to see how this conflict and the theme of greed really plays into the whole capitalism in this next coming week. This next week I have a little bigger week, and I'm really excited to actually be able to read a poem and do another assignment too, and really look at where capitalism lies in an author's mind.